Hi ladies, welcome to Arpanimi. This is Saratova Best. The second that I decided to make this video, a loud noise started, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, here is the story of an apple seed. I don't know if, let's do this. There's a little seed on the apple, the $10,000 apple seed. And we'll see what it has to do with the Parsha. Okay, imagine the following scenario. You take this little seed that you have and you go around to different orchards and you tell them that you want to sell them your seed, this one particular apple seed. So they kind of laugh at you and say, you know, you seem a little strange. They have orchards and orchards, magnificent orchards. Why would they want to buy your seed? And then, of course, they ask with a chuckle, so how much do you want for your apple seed? And you say, I want $10,000. Okay, $10,000. You're an interesting type. What's special about your seed? So you say, well, it's a type of apple that if you grow this seed, it will revolutionize the taste of apples and the quality of the apples that are grown. They say, you know, you're interesting, have a nice day, and they send you on your way. So you travel around the world and eventually you get to, let's say, New Zealand, and there's an investor who does some research, kind of sees that you seem pretty solid. They do some research on you and they decide that they are going to, a very young, let's say he's 20 years old, he's going to believe in you and he's going to invest, and he pays you the $10,000 for this apple seed. There it is. So what happens? First of all, you see something that he doesn't in this seed. He plants the seed, it grows into really eventually a magnificent tree, and then which produce fruit, and essentially it ends up creating orchards and orchards and orchards of magnificent trees that produce a type of apple that essentially pales all other apples in comparison. Nobody ever wants to really eat the other apples. Again, these are the most incredible apples. So it turned out that there was an infinite growth within that apple seed, which is why you asked for $10,000. You really should have asked for $100,000 for the seed. So the point is that you got to see within this seed its potential. You knew it was there. Now, of course, if you're going to look at the seed as it is, not even in the apple, it's just small, dark, hard, constricted, really doesn't look like anything very worthwhile. It's just that what's packed inside is unbelievable, is in fact eternally unbelievable. And you know about it. You know about it and you believe it. So, and by the way, there are really stories of a particular author who had a dream for a book that he wrote, and he had a dream to create a revolution through his book. And he went to 140 publishers and they all said, have a nice day, you are very strange. And they turned him away. And the 141st one said, yes, I will believe in you, published his book. It created a movement in the world. He became a billionaire. All the other publishers who turned him away cried after that and realized what they had missed because they did not see the potential inside the seed. So I want to say two things about this seed. 3, this seed is the present moment. We're going to leave that thought for a second. In Chassidus, it speaks about Galus and Geula, that within every Galus, which appears as a hard, dark, ugly, awful, nothing seed, not worth anything, and even quite something you really don't want. Within every gullus, within every dark gullus, is a magnificent geula that's all packed in there, that's waiting to come out and blossom. And when it's all said and done, the magnificence of it will be astounding. That's a hard thing to hear when a person, God forbid, is in pain from the gullus. And God forbid for us to justify by sitting in a chair, an armchair, and justify anybody's pain. But what we need to know, especially if we look at the smaller things, it says don't sweat the small stuff. When we look at the smaller things, the annoyances that we have every day, not the big ones. We're not going to justify anybody's struggle in really awful things. But the annoyances that we go through every day that appear as this annoying kind of, right now, some sweet child decided to play basketball on their garage door in the alleyway, and it's hard, right? And it's bothering our video. What is that? Is that dark seed? Ugh, so annoying. Why doesn't it just stop? Or is there's something unbelievable within this moment so that it comes enclosed in this annoyance? So every gullus has two identities. The way it appears, dark, ugly, concealed, contracted, cold, disconnected, a whole lot of not good things. And then that's its reality down here. That's how it appears in its costume. And then there is, as it is above, on the level of Das Elyon, as it is in truth, which is abundant, magnificent, lush, incredible, eternal. Geula. Geula that is tucked inside of the gullus, waiting to come out. That's the truth. Does it feel true? No. Is it true? Yes. And so let's just sum it up before we do the call to action with the Sefira of the day. For those of us who are counting Sefira, what is today? Chesed shebenetzach. Chesed shebenetzach. We know what Netzach is. Netzach is eternity. Eternity, something that goes forever. And Chesed is the energy of flowing, of sweetness, of giving, of lush foliage, of abundance and foliage and lushness and expansiveness. That's Chesed. That flowing energy, that blossoming energy. But when it's connected with Netzach, it's something that blossoms into something that is eternal. So what would Chesed shebenetzach look like? Happens to be the energy of the day. If we had to put it into a visual, it could look like the $10,000 apple seed, that then grows into an incredible orchard, which then gives birth to another orchard and another and another, and eventually becomes the go-to brand of apples, type of apples that everybody eats forever. That incredible growth that comes out of this one seed. We could say that is Chesed shebenetzach. Or the example we're going to give is, what is Chesed shebenetzach? This moment right here. Hasidic masters ask the question, what is the best place and best time to be in? We could say, well, that era, that time, this city, this country, this. Hasidic masters say, how about this moment right here, right now, in this place? Why? I don't see anything much. A couple of birds singing in the background. Other than that, you see anything really particularly positive and lush about this moment? You haven't seen anything yet. In the vernacular, they say you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till this seed of a moment, this present moment, opens up into its eternal, abundant, lush foliage that it has within it. And you will look back and realize that all began at this moment? Wow. So what did I need to do to believe in the potential of this moment? What did I need to do to activate it? Believe that this moment is a lush moment that's about to open up. Let's let go of the old addiction to, it must be a very meager moment. There's nothing happening in this moment, and nothing's going to happen, and nothing particularly good is going to come out of that. Let's put that aside, at least for the weeks of Sphira, and decide, I'm going to believe that each moment that I'm in at this moment is a lush, abundant, expansive, magnificent, incredible moment that is going to come out of this seed. It's a moment that will create eternity. So ladies, the call to action for all of us is believe in the moment right now. Believe in where it's taking you and what's being created in this moment. What you're creating, what God is creating through you. The merit that we have, that God is deciding at this moment to create through us. Chesed shebenetzach. Eternal goodness. Surely it's there. It's on the way. We're going to see it fully in Mashiach times. Let's picture it now and find ourselves in the future, right here, right now, in the Gula Mitzvah Shlema. Thanks so much. Have a great week.